Hello, new school comic book reviews. I got a few things this week. Let's just kind of jump into it. Let's start with the Annihilators Earthfall. I've not really been following this particular series. Basically, this is some of the cosmic Marvel heroes teaming up. It's Gladiator, Beta Ray Bill, Ronan, Icon, Cosmo the dog, and Quasar. Basically getting together to, fight big intergalactic threats. In this particular issue, it looks like they have now teamed up with the Avengers, and they need to stop Magus, or Mangus, not Mangus, Magus, who is basically, for all intent and purposes, the reborn evil version of Adam Warlock. And the big conflict here is they've captured him, but he's in the body of a child, so they don't know what to do. And he has kind of also possessed, thousands of people around the globe who are going to be his followers or whatever, but they're innocent people who he has possessed. And the conflict is, okay, what do we do with him? Do we kill him? Do we stop, these other people from doing whatever because now they worship him? And the idea is, well, if we don't do something, he's just going to kill everybody else, so maybe we can kill him now. And then the other people, well, he's just a kid, and, we can't kill children. We certainly can't kill all those other innocent people out there. Meanwhile, all of Magus's followers from outer space, from the Church of Universal Truth, they're a group of extremist bad guys, have come to Earth, and so the heroes have to try to figure out what to do, and they have to fight the aliens and whatnot, and like I said, figure out what to do about the predicament they're in. It's a pretty decent story. I really I kind of like it. The story's by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, so it's pretty decent. The art, I'm not as much of a fan of it as I wish I were. The art is by Tanning Hot, who's the penciler, and the inker is Andrew Hennessy. And I don't know, it's just not. I don't enjoy it as much as I wish I did. It's just people have weird faces, and I don't know, their bodies are constructed odd. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. The way Captain America looks is kind of bizarre in some places, like Ms. Marvel and some of the other characters. I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. And I'm sure I've seen Tan's art someplace else where I wasn't put off by it as much as I was here. But I don't know. But anyway, the story's good. I just wish I liked the art a little bit more. Next I have Batwoman #3. Pretty good. We're still going along with the story about the lady in the lake, and investigative special agent Chase is still after Batwoman, trying to figure out who she is and whatnot. She interviews Kate's dad, still trying to track down, what's going on, who's what, and all this sort of thing. And it's pretty good. Everything, you've probably heard great stuff about the art, real solid story. I'm not sure I have anything really new to add, except that I think it's done really well. I think you really get a sense of the emotions and the feelings that the characters have to go through as well. It's not just bang, 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 and oh, look at the pretty art. I think it's really well told. I think it's really tight as far as the creepy mystery supernatural stuff that's going on, and like I said, I think they do a good job of getting into the emotions and the characterizations of the various people in the story. Secret Avengers 19. I'm sorry, and I didn't say the credits. This, of course, Batwoman is by J.H. Williams III and W. Hayden Blackman. Secret Avengers 19, Warren Ellis, and the art is what says breakdowns by Michael Lark, and the finishes are Stefano Gaudiano with Brian Thies. Pretty good. Basically, it's another one and done story. The Secret Avengers are in Eastern Europe somewhere, and they're trying to catch this guy They're in this building trying to catch this guy who, at first you think he's a drug dealer, then it seems like he might be selling the super soldier serum on the black market. And then a big twist comes at the end when you find out exactly what he is selling. I really like it. They really do it pretty much just like a straight ahead, action comic. Let's see here. The art's pretty dark and moody, kind of sketchy and scratchy in some places. I wish it was a little bit tighter here and there, but for the most part, I liked it. And they were able to get a lot of story, or I should say, a lot of action in a pretty limited amount of pages. One funny thing I liked about it, or I don't know if it was funny, but it was amusing to me. The team is Steve Rogers, Sharon Carter, the Black Widow, and Moon Knight. And Moon Knight is at the hotel where the bad guy is at in his Stephen Grant millionaire guise. So, he's in there and he's just wearing a, white suit. When it's time for the action, he puts on his Moon Knight mask, but he doesn't put on any any of the rest of his costume. So he's basically just got this suit and this mask and a gun. And I don't know if this was, meant on purpose, but it just kind of made me think of like those old pulp guys from like the 30s and 40s, stuff like, whatever, the Shadow or the Green Hornet or Golden Age Sandman, people like that. I don't know. I was just kind of amused by it. And what else do we have here? Aquaman 3. Yeah, this is another comic that when New 52 first came out, I was kind of like, yeah, whatever about. I really wasn't like, oh, gotta get Aquaman. But having read it, I gotta say, I'm enjoying it. I really, 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 really like Ivan Rice's art. Let's see here. It's Ivan Reis and Joe Prado, and of course the writings by Jeff Johns. And yeah, I just think Jeff Johns' writing here is actually more of what I would like and suspect from him. It's not groundbreaking, but it's a solid superhero story. Basically, Aquaman and Mira, his wife, have to they're trying to investigate what's going on with these kind of sea creatures who are, attacking people and whatnot. And yeah, it's just a fun comic. There's lots of action. The stuff that's supposed to be funny here actually is funny to me, and it's just well done. It's just well crafted. Like I said, a year ago, I wouldn't have thought I'd be reading an Aquaman comic, but I'm into this one. Oh, one thing, somebody help me out. At the end, there's one scene, Aquaman and Mira just kind of like leap away, and the way they're drawn here, it looks like they're flying. I don't have a problem with that, but I mean, Aquaman is flying. It looks like when I read the first issue and he kind of like leapt away from beating up some cops or whatever, I just thought, okay, he's just jumping. He's leaping a building in a single bound, or he's jumping the way the Hulk used to jump away. But I don't know. It looks like he's flying here. Maybe I'm just misreading the drawing. But I mean, if he is flying, that's cool. But Aquaman flying, okay. But anyway, solid issue. I'm having fun with it. Now, here's something else I bought that I didn't plan on buying. This is from Marvel Comics. This is a limited series called Six Guns. It is by Andy Diggle did the story, and the art is by David. I'm gonna mess up his name. I apologize. Gianfelice. David Gianfelice. I think that's it. It just comes across as a straight ahead thriller. That's what it feels like. It feels like a crime thriller suspense flick, and I'm down with that. You have really, really great art here. Basically, your story has something to do with there is an FBI agent transporting a prisoner. The prisoner is a tarantula, who I think is part of regular Marvel continuity. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say was this the tarantula that was in um I don't know in Daredevil or not. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure. Uh, then she gets taken by these bikers who are trying to turn in some bounty that's on her head. It's full of like action. It's full of like motorcycles, car chases, betrayals, guns, money, lawyers. It's just very action packed, very suspenseful, and really intriguing. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. In a way, it's almost like maybe a backwoods, or backwoods isn't the word I want to use, but maybe like a desert highway, losers or whatever. It has that same sort of feel. You know what I mean? So that's about it. I'm trying to think. I've bought other things over the last few weeks. I just haven't done stuff on them just because I haven't been had enough to say about them. I got Wolverine the X-Men #1. I guess that was okay. I have Butcher Baker Righteous Maker #7. It's been sitting here. I've had it actually for a couple weeks, and I still haven't gotten around to reading that yet. I did finally get around to reading Cloak and Dagger Spider Island. It was okay. It was intriguing. I'm kind of holding off on that because I'm trying to decide if maybe I should do a separate video on it or not. Anyway, that's it. Thanks a lot. Tell me what you think, and you have a good one.